Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to see how we are going to create the summary filter in IBM Cognos Analytics. So we are on the home page. We'll navigate to the main menu. We'll go to new, select the report format. And as usual, we'll be selecting our one column format. Select create. The left hand side, select the source. It can vary from person to person. It may vary. It depends on the requirement. I'll just try to select by industry. I'll try to have retail data, and here we'll try to have coffee sales and marketing. So I can say my package is selected now, and once the package is loaded, I'll add the list report to it. Simple list report will be created. I'll give the name to this, the list product. I'll give the name to the query, query underscore product. I'll add the values from the source left hand side. Example, like I'll add product group, product category, product type, and at the same time I'll add wholesale maybe product and wholesale price. So this is a simple list report I have created. I have not done I'm not adding the headers and all. I've just created a simple report now. I'll just run this report and see the output so that how I can apply the summary filter. You will be having an idea how it can be implemented then. So the report is running. I'll get the output. Yep. So you can see this is 5 columns report, and you have product group, product category, product type, product, and wholesale price. And now basically we are going to apply the summary filter. So in that case, we are going to get the summary of wholesale price in this case and based on the product group, and depends on what fact value you are using, what values you are using, based on you want a total or you want to average, you want a min max in that way. But that's something like this is one you are able to implement this summary filter. You can implement the same for any other kind of scenarios. So we'll see how we can have the summary filter for this product group. The first step, again, we'll go to our report design, and here we'll select the product group. That is the first step, group the item. So we'll select the product group column, you can say, and from the on-demand toolbar, this is our on-demand toolbar, the options which we are getting. And here if you see, we have an option known as group and ungroup. In this case, we'll group this column. So all the items will be grouped in this product group column. And the second step, what we have to do is we'll go to the wholesale price. And once the grouping is done from the on-demand toolbar, we will add as a summarize value. We'll add a total basically. So we'll add a default total. Now this is my list where I'm having the group on product group column, and I have added the total on the wholesale price. Let me run the report and see the output. It is a best practice when you are going to implement anything, just try to run the report and see the output and accordingly try to apply the other operations in that report. So let the output generate. So you can see the values of the wholesale price is 0.04, and if you take on the product group type, beverages is having, I can go to page down, see beverages having 0.04. That is giving an automated summary. It is not a total value, it is giving an automated summary. Then the product food, if you see, merchandise is 3.84, food is 1.72. The total value, just check the total values. Then whole beans is 5.12. So let us try to apply a filter on this total part. So what we'll do in this case, we'll just go back to our report design. We are into the report design part. And from the Explorer at the top, you can click on the report and navigate to the query underscore product. Now, once we are into the query part, as you have already seen what is detail filter, now we are going to see how a summary filter can be implemented. So here, as you can see, a data item is already added to the report because that is the summary total you have added in the report design. So that's why the item is added by default in the query. So we'll drag this summary wholesale price into the summary filter, and this expression window will open, and we'll type our expression. Maybe let us type like greater than 1. If the values are less than 1, we don't want to show it. We just want to show it only the value is greater than 1 in this case. I'll select OK. Now next, as make sure the filter is selected, and if you see on the right hand side properties, so it will show you the summary filter, it will show you the scope and usage and definition. So in this case, we have to select the scope as product group, the column on which you are grouping, the column at which label you are calculating the total. That column needs to be selected here. In our case, it should be product group. So we'll select the product group over here and select OK. And this usage group is similar to the detail filter. So it is like having three properties: required, optional, and disabled. If you don't want, make it disabled. If you want, it is mandatory one, so it is required. And even if optional in this case, like if you are making it optional in so such cases, if the value is not even provided by the parameter side, it will run the report. So for now, we'll make it required and we'll run the output. So let the output generate. Yep. So as you can see, the values now, it is product group, the values of food, we are getting 1.72, it is greater than 1. If you go to the other one, that is merchandise, it is 3.84, that is greater than 1. And other product group, if you see, so this is also 5.14. So this is something like we are filtering. We are filtering the totals based on the product group. We are filtering the values on the total based on the product group. So this is how we have implemented a summary filter in our report. That's all for today's session. Thank you, everyone.